Hello everyone, and welcome to the next edition of the Holland Land Office Museum's Artifact Video Series. My name is Ryan Duffy and I'm the director of the museum. And this week we're going to talk about the topic of our newest mini exhibit, and that is the St. Joseph's Drum Corps, which was famous here in Batavia and competed nationally for drum corps of varying sizes and was nationally ranked and recognized. Our newest mini exhibit, set up by Tyler, our curator, is St. Joseph's Drum Corps 53 years later. So we're going to go through a little history of the St. Joe's Drum Corps and its importance to Batavia and show off some of the features of this mini exhibit. So the St. Joseph's Drum Corps was started out in the height of the Great Depression by Reverend T. Bernard Kelly, who was the pastor of St. Joseph's Church here in Batavia. In 1931, he saw that there was not a lot of activities for the youth of the community and wanted to give them something that would be productive but also teach them important skills and be entertaining at the same time. So we started out by creating a drum corps, but it went through several iterations before it hit its stride. So it first started out as a chow corps, and then a fife and drum corps, and then eventually a parade corps, which focused more on larger events. In 1951, those who had graduated from the corps started a new organization in order to carry on the work of Reverend Kelly, and that became the St. Joseph's Drum Corps Association. So the association would take over now what the drum corps would become, and they had two organizations that made it up and split the participants into two age groups. You had the feeder corps, which was the younger corps, which was for those who wanted to be a part of it from ages 8 to 12. And then for those ages 12 to 21, you had the Mighty St. Joe's, which became nationally famous. So in this next iteration of the drum corps, they were exclusively a parade corps and operated that until about the 1950s. At the end of the 1950s or so. And then transformed into a field competing corps, which meant they only went to competitions and didn't necessarily do as many parades anymore. So in the following decade, the 1960s, they rose to national prominence and were consistently ranked in the top 10 of all the junior corps in the country. So they were a very big deal. And the green uniforms that you see behind me were well known in the drum corps competition circuit. They have a long list of achievements in their competition history, and some of them are: they were 8-time New York American Legion champion, and they were 4-time New York Canadian champion, as well as the 1971 Canadian Open champion and 1968 undefeated champion by drumline. So a long list of accomplishments, and in the drum corps circuit, they were one of the top groups consistently throughout the 1960s and early 1970s. And then they eventually made it all the way to the national championship scene and finished high as 4th and 2nd in a couple different world championships. So we're talking the best of the best. And they were always consistently seen as one of the most exciting and energetic, which led to a lot of their success because those who participated and those who organized it were into it 100% and really loved it and pursued it. However, in 1971, this would mark the end of Mighty St. Joe's, and this would be the last competition of the St. Joe's Drum and Bugle Corps before it eventually shut down for good. Though the Alumni Association still meets every year, they have a picnic every year, and they still put out information and still meet. So the history of St. Joe's Drum and Bugle Corps is alive and well, and that is one reason for the mini exhibit that we have on display. So we'll make sure to include some pictures of the various artifacts that are on display, but be sure to come down and check out the exhibit, as it'll be up now in April through the end of September. So there's plenty of time to come check it out. And if anybody remembers the Mighty St. Joe's, this is an exhibit you definitely want to check out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of our Artifact video series and learned a little bit more about the Mighty St. Joe's Drum and Bugle Corps and about our mini exhibit here on the Drum Corps. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel, as it helps us out a little bit and gets you notified even quicker when we do release new videos. And be sure to check out our back catalog of artifact videos and other guest speaker series videos and concerts, as there's approaching 300 videos on there, so there's plenty of material to keep you busy. But as always, the best way to learn about any of the artifacts and topics that we feature in these videos is to stop by the museum and see them for yourself. And if you really are interested in supporting what we do here and enjoy these videos, please consider becoming a member of the museum, as it's the easiest way to support us, and it costs as low as $25 for a year and gets you all sorts of benefits related to the museum.